Good morning. I've decided at the very last minute to film a vlog about my day. I've just been sitting looking at my to-do list. Oh, hang on, I've got a smudge on the lens. I don't know if you would have spotted that, but I feel better having wiped it. Yeah, I've been sitting looking at my to-do list for today, and it has turned into a bit of a mammoth to-do list. And I woke up this morning after a lovely day paddleboarding with Dan, my husband, yesterday. Looked around the house and thought, this is all too much. If you haven't been following up till this point, if this is indeed your first video, welcome. We have been renovating our kitchen and also embarking on a huge declutter. And the result of that is even more clutter everywhere as it gets put in piles ready to go out. We're going to be doing a boot sale, which is where you take your car to a big field on a Sunday, lay it all out and sell it. I've got a few bits that are worth doing that with, maybe make a bit of money for a meal out or something. It's also quite fun. So we've got stuff waiting to go to that. We've got stuff that's just going to go to the charity shop. We've got stuff just around the house that's looking for new homes or waiting to go back into spaces in the kitchen and dining room. We've got to sort out some new furniture and so on. And it is just an overwhelming, utter mess. And this is not how I like to live. And on top of all that, I've got this long to-do list for today. I'm at work tomorrow. I'm also working Friday and Saturday. So I don't have much time to get everything done this week. So I thought what we would do today is I'll take you along with me as I work my way through my to-do list and maybe come up with some methods of staying sane whilst we do it. And that's going to start with the to-do list itself, which I'm currently keeping on Notion, which is like, it's free. You can pay, I think, for like a I don't know, a super duper version, but I don't need a super duper version. I just need something that will keep me on track. So I've been using it for a couple of weeks, and at first it was like utterly, I was like, no, this is not for me. But now I've slowly managed to get it working for me. I'm actually finding it really useful. So I'm just going to go and show you my to-do list, and then we can start on it. And as I leave this room, I will give you a quick flash of what I'm talking about. Hang on. This here is stuff towards my podcast, my knitting and crochet podcast, so on my other channel. I tend to work on this little sofa here. So this I'll be working on today. Unfortunately, fans are a necessary item of life at the moment, it being so hot. But what it is sitting on and next to is not necessary. These are colouring books that I have got to get the girls to go through and decide whether they want to keep. Although, to be honest, I don't think they'll keep any of it because they don't really do colouring anymore, but I will ask them before I get rid of them. This is a bag of magazines to go to the charity shop that all Molly makes. This is a bag of random things that need to go out, except for the USB sticks, which need to be looked at to see what's on there. I mean, look at this. This blue box and little thing is Lilia's art stuff. She sits and does this of an evening. That's fine. But it's spread out over here. There's a random screwdriver. There is Wii and Mario Kart stuff here. That's the girls not putting it away, so they can do that. The Karcher's here because my windows are shocking and I need to clean them. So I'm going to do that today, so then I can put the Karcher away. This is a box of books looking for a home. This is my bag and something that I've got to return today. This is an iron shirt for Phoebe. Let's take that upstairs for her. And this is her blazer, which she's no longer wearing because it's too hot. And this is all the stuff for the boot sale. Don't know why I just went round showing you all my clutter. We're not going to focus on that. We'll just focus on what we're tidying up. Right, here's my to-do list. With all the paint samples on the wall behind us. Maybe what I'll do is put this as a overlay on the screen so that I can be sure that you can see it. So what I've done is I've set up using a template. The template was called Life Wiki, and I've just kept it as that because it seems that seems to sit well in my brain. And I've got a really basic to-do list, which is what I needed. So I've got weekly goals, and this week I've just set one goal, which is to prepare our tiny little hallway downstairs to paint it because we had it plastered and put the light back up. yesterday. We did paddleboarding, that was great. And then here's what I mean about today. So I've got to film a little bit of footage for a vlog that I've got hopefully going up tonight or tomorrow. Just a little beginning bits so that we don't just launch straight into me rabbiting on. Meal planning I actually did last night. So there you go, quick win. I can tick that off. I've got to schedule said vlog I've put Wednesday. Okay, so for Wednesday. I've got to parcel up some orders because I've just reopened my Etsy shop. I've got to post those orders. At the same time, I've got to return my Stitch Fix parcel, which this time round, my second Stitch Fix, total disaster. Didn't like any of it. First Stitch Fix was great. I kept 2 or 3 pieces. That's a story for another day. Grocery shopping I'll do on my way back from the post office, and the paddle boards that we used yesterday, we store in my mum's garage because we don't have a garage. So we've got to take those back at lunchtime. Speak to Miriam about chickens. It sounds like a really funny thing to do. But Miriam is our neighbour a few doors down. And she has offered a few times to watch the chickens whilst we're on holiday. I really need to speak to her. I keep putting it off. She's very kindly offered, so I don't know why I'm putting it off. So I'm going to go knock on her door today and get that ticked off. I'm going to clear some visual clutter as I've just been talking about. And very last, I've got to cast on my Christmas jumper. I am making a year-long project of a Christmas jumper. It's now almost July. I haven't even cast it on, but I have worked out all of my yarn choices, my colours, my gauge, and what needle size I'm using. So that, for me, is a huge leaps and strides towards getting it done. In addition to my to-do list, I also have a habit tracker, which I've set up, and I can start a new one every month that's the same, and I can alter things as I want. So in June, I did have an hour reading yesterday, so let's tick that. So in June, I am doing 100 skips a day, raising money for cancer research. I'm sharing that every day over on my Instagram in the highlights, so you can see that there. I try to aim for at least half an hour reading every day and half an hour responding to comments and dealing with any emails for my YouTube channels. 2 litres of water and half an hour of housework. And those are my sort of daily goals. So add these things to my to-do list. Although half an hour housework happens really easily, as does drinking the water. Fitting in the comments and emails, that might fall by the wayside today. I've definitely got to do my 100 skips because I didn't do it yesterday, which means I need to do 200 today because I was too tired after paddleboarding. And half an hour reading will definitely happen, even if it's at bedtime. Good morning. Good morning. What are you telling us about? Anything else? Right. What did you say? Oh my goodness me. What a start. Oh. done 200 skips. Go and take that off now. He's done. You look like a lifeguard in your orange t-shirt. I may need a lifeguard. As I was cleaning the windows with the Karcher, the window cleaner's turned up. So I'm going to have clean windows inside and out. Yay! Hello, girls. Not very noisy today. Would you like some seed? You know where to go, don't you, for your seed? Here you go. Cloud, let me jump. Cloud has hers here, and Peggy has hers here. Don't you, Pegs? A little bit extra for Cloud because she's molting. So I just needed to film the beginning, just a few beginning shots for the vlog that's going up tomorrow. So I thought I'd start with a bit of footage of me reading the book that I'm reading. So I've just killed two birds with one stone because not only have I completed something I needed to do, which was to film those little bits, but I've also just done my half-hour reading for the day. And I'm going to do more later, obviously. But I've had a lovely half hour just sitting in the garden, in the quiet, and it's not too hot today, and we've got cloud cover. It was lovely, lovely. This is said fridge freezer. Council are coming to get it today. Okay. The clutter extends to my car because I've got stuff to go to the charity shop here. So I'm going to do this today and get rid of it. I've just dropped a bag off at the charity shop that was near the post office, but I couldn't get parked in the Aldi's car park where I was going to pick up a load of stuff, so I'm going to have to go somewhere else. It's too far to bring all the shopping back to the car where I'm parked. But I also popped to my PO box and I've got something I need to go and get from Parcel Force, which is where international things tend to go, so I need to go there as well. So I'm going to end up having to run around several different locations, which is a bit frustrating, but I've decided I'm just gonna power through and get it all done. I'm gonna drop the rest of the stuff at a charity shop next to another Aldi's. This is very boring. Which is just after where the Parcel Force office is, and then anything else I can hop over the road to Sainsbury's and grab there. Brilliant, thank you. Thanks very much. Well, you win some, you lose some. I went to the charity shop. I dropped one bag off in town, and then I went to the next charity shop where I could park outside because I had much bulkier, heavier stuff. But they weren't taking donations today. So I could have driven around and found somewhere else, but I thought, no, that's just putting unnecessary pressure on myself. I've got it all ready to go. There are charity shops even near work, so I might be able to drop it tomorrow in my lunch hour. We'll see. But I just left that for now. I did pop into the charity shop though, and I got myself a brand new, never been used, little cool bag with flamingos on it, which is the sort of unofficial symbol of our made-up family holiday that we have every year in the summer. This will be the 3rd year, and it's called Him Impeño Day, which is a mixture of the word flamingo, gingerbread, and jalapeno. For reasons I've explained before, and probably will again. So I was delighted with this little cool bag that I can use to pop my lunch in on warmer days, or to pop some food in on the paddle boards inside my waterproof bag, with a flamingo theme. Very pleased. So I can now tick off a few things, and then I'm going to open my can of Coke and crack on with finishing my vlog so that that is all edited before Phoebe gets home. Then I'm going to open my parcel that I picked up. But first, Diet Coke and editing. So Dan took the paddleboards back to my mum's during his lunch break, and he said he didn't really need my help, so I didn't have to do that, and I managed to tick something off without really putting in any effort, so that's good. Just getting some scissors because I'm going to open my parcel. I think I'll go in the garden to open it. I've had such a lovely parcel from Sarah. She has sent me so much cross-stitch goodies to choose from. I'm probably going to save this to share on my crafty podcast, but she sent me some hand-dyed fabrics and some hand-dyed flosses, and where's her little note? I've kitted up a project for you using hand-dyed fabric and some hand-dyed floss. Now I wonder which one that is. Might be this one. Oh, that's lovely. Queen butterfly. I think this must be the one she's done. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I absolutely love that. And there's lots of other cross stitches here as well. All of this Ada to play about with. I've recently got into cross stitch, which I've spoken about quite a lot on my other channel, so that's why she's thought of this for me. Well, they're beautiful colours, but mostly the reason she first emailed me about sending me a little parcel was because she had some of the books in the Alice Hoffman Practical Magic series that she was wanting to pass on, so she's passed them on to me because I got Practical Magic for my birthday and she's passed me the other ones. So I don't know what lesson. So book 1 is Magic Lessons, and then these are lovely covers, all sparkly. And then I've got the Book of Magic and the Rules of Magic as well, but I'm not sure what order they go in. I think it might be this one, and then this one, and then Practical Magic. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look it up. But thank you, Sarah. I'm really excited to have these. And they're really nice covers as well. I wonder if these are covers that you just get in the US. Oh, hey! Patience, please, Peggy. If you want to know why we've got carpet tiles in the garden. There you go, Cloud. Hey, don't mind me. Not like you, Cloud. It's because we had some left from when I carpeted the kitchen understairs cupboard. And we were so cheap and cheerful, I popped them out here just to keep our feet clean. I can just hoover it. I wasn't really intended to have chickens eating banana off of it though. Shall we go over to the patio? Well, it's all looking a bit better in here. The kids have put away the wee, and I've cleared all the stuff from here. I've just cleaned all this and dusted it as well. Actually, these have got to go back up here. I don't think I'm keeping this, but I might pop it on later. A bit of summer candle flickering. And they're not keeping any of the colouring books, so I'm just going to sort these out to go. I've got to go and cook dinner now. It's about 5:10. We're going to have an early dinner because Phoebe has trampolini. Dan and I have got to go and take something back to B&Q, and we figured while she was at trampolini we might go for a little drink at the pub, which is a bit naughty for a Tuesday night, but I feel I've earned it. Only the one mind, I've got work tomorrow. Feeling a bit meh. I've got loads achieved that I wanted to today on my list. I even did a bit extra, and then I just started to feel, oh, do you know what? I wonder if I'm hormonal. Could be hormonal, you know. Really, really down feeling. Anyway, we've got a really nice healthy dinner. We're going to have baked eggs with kale and loads of veg and stuff. And I've drunk loads of water today, and yeah, I'm doing the right things. I've got things achieved, and now we're going to do something to relax, and when I get home I'm going to read. So that's good. Hello, it's a week later, and despite appearances this is actually a different top. It's a slightly different green. I have a few in the same colour, but I do need new ones. Oh my goodness, do I need to do some shopping. That's not what I came on to say. I came on to say it's a week later, and yeah, I didn't end up filming any more, so I've come on to finish the vlog. I've had a bit of a funny week. I've just been feeling really, really down, and it's been really busy as well, so I didn't really get the oomph or the time to finish what we were talking about and update you on how that working through my list was going. So thank you so much for joining me for the day of getting stuff done. It really, really worked to just set myself that kind of motivation in the morning and work through it. And I got a lot achieved that I wanted to get achieved. So I thought I'd just update you now on how the list is looking. So I've got my laptop here, and I'll again put a little, shall I put a little, yeah, I'll put a little screenshot up just for a second because it's not that interesting, really, is it? And I'll just update you on where we are. Okay, so here we are back in my life wiki, and as you can see, quite a few things have been ticked off as we left it, and things have been moved and also added as well. So I definitely cleared some visual clutter. I did that all day on Thursday. I've been doing that ever since. And I have actually cast on my Christmas jumper. Oh my goodness, can we believe it? Start painting. Well, let's just flick back to me for a minute. You may notice that we have yet more paint samples behind us. So I was going with the green, which is called Tranquil Dawn. Sorry, that's just the door blowing in the wind. Here, and the big patch further down there from Dulux, which I really, really like. And then all of a sudden I had an inkling to try pink. So today I put on this one by Craig and Rose, which is called Alhambra Stone. This one by Dulux, which is called Blush Pink, which looks absolutely nothing like the sample. And then the very pale baby pink over there is called Middleton Pink, and that's by Farrow and Ball. I kind of want something, if I was to go with pink, between one of these and the pinkier one. But anyway, what do you reckon? I thought if I filmed it and put it on screen, it might help me make a decision. So yeah, we haven't started painting yet. However, we did completely prepare the hallway wall, and we mist coated it as well. And when I say we, Dan did it. So the biggest thing that happened over this past week is I did indeed speak to Miriam about the chickens. I kept putting it off, but it was actually this morning, a week later, it's actually Monday, that I went across and spoke to her, and she was more than happy to do it. We're going to have a chat a bit later in the month and show her the lay of the land, but she's absolutely delighted to do it, so that was really nice. And I got to meet her 2 cats as well, so that was really nice. I've also replied to Sophie's email, and I did my show notes because I filmed my podcast this morning, and then I went to work on Friday and Saturday, and then everything that we needed to do yesterday has been done. I can tick that off, except for the meal planning, which I am actually going to go and do now. So that is my round up of my day of getting stuff done. I'm going to go and do some meal planning. Actually, I'm going to make a cup of lapsang souchong tea, do some meal planning, and then I think I'm going to do a little bit of crochet before Phoebe gets home from school. So how do you organise your busy days? Do you have a list system? Do you like to use a journal? Do you use something like Notion, or do you just like making a physical list on a notepad? What do you do to keep your life organised and feel like you're achieving things without running yourself into the ground? I'd be really interested to know. And you know, what are your favourite wall colours? Because right now I am no good at making that decision, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like if you've enjoyed this video, and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow, and it'd be really, really nice to see this channel hit possibly 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but that might be wishful thinking. That's a bit of a way off at the moment. But it would help if you press like and subscribe. It all helps. So thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Bye.